everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. With the season winding down, thoughts are already beginning to turn to the playoffs. But you gotta play it out to the end. So these guys will need to keep the focus on this game and not start looking ahead to the postseason. It's the Colts going up against the Jets. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Luck. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets take possession. Throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Second down following the run. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. One receiver left is Hilton. Now Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let and that's caught inside the 35. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
On first down, it's Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's Luck now on second down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun on third down, Luck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver, and it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A give. This is Kelly. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Couple of Jets there in on the stop. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On 1st down, Luck. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Luck. And that is incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there if you like zone defense.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Now let's go! 3-19! Hold the look, hold. Back 99, Billy, here we go!
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's good for a New York first down.
Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Watch left. Stop right there.
After the interception, it's Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down following the incompletion.
Hey, you got 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Kelly on 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Locke completes it to Moncrief, left side. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And now a first down following that long gain. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his tight end, Allen. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dwayne Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Detroit! Detroit! Tighten up. All right, here we go.
In motion, Safarian Jenkins.
Over!
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And the slot man goes in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, of one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it's taken in at the 9. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Luck finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver and tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Every game plan meeting I ever sat in as a player, 3 and out was emphasized like crazy because obviously I played defense. So get off the field, win 3rd down. They did. Well, let's be honest about it. They had some help on that one.
They had some help indeed on that drop. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
Here we go! Boom, Randy!
They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Back to the air. Luck on second down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
10 yards to go on third. Throwing on third down, Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on second down is Luck. Finding time. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Third down and 4. From the gun on third down, Luck. And complete on the right side to Bennett. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's Luck. And his throw here's incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. One receiver left is Hilton. Here's Luck. Serve pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Leonard Williams in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and long. It's Luck. He's got time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. On 4th down, Luck. And he's got Bennett. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
But just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So it's his 3rd field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need to stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That one complete to Anderson. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
No, Jack, pinch it!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
In motion, Safarian Jenkins. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Okay, no score on that play. But this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Now let's go. Green, Philly, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On the run, Darkwa. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go now. Blue, Leopard, back there. No, check, Patriot.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. On second down, here's Love. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Let's go! Green, 39!
And on the ground they go with a running back. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. They come up in an offset eye.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Darquan. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts him in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. Muscles him off. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
We've got a 3rd and 11.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Now let's go.
And they give this time to the tailback. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Second down now after the pass completion. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jets, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.